Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Travis Scott shows off his luxury cars. About to get flexed on for 8 minutes.
At this point, even our grandmas.
Are they harmonizing in an ad,
Your
bro?
excuse.
Things that always was outside of the box. I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on certain things because it's not really something that connected to me.
I know, like the Yang
Travis, welcome to On Display. Thank you for doing this.
Nah, for sure, always, man.
We're here to see some of the amazing cars in your collection, but also I want to talk about the art of collecting and your journey in collecting things. Even back in the day, stereo speakers, was that like the first thing that you started collecting?
Wow, that's crazy. How the fuck? So my dad, everyone had like their surround sound systems in their garages just collecting dust. You know, I had this idea of just like taking the woofers out of the out of the towers of the speakers, and I put them in my shoe boxes, and I kind of created my own surround sound. I needed like multiple amps for that. So then, as I went to like all my different neighbors' cribs, I kind of noticed that they all had different
Started
brands of
collecting
amps,
off
different
speakers.
speakers, different sizes. So yeah, I used to ask them, "Can I
Bro,
have
let's
it?"
peep the shoe game. Let's
doing
peep the
so I
shoe.
collect-
Alright, we got, what the heck are these? They just look like normal dunks. We got the MF Dooms. I'm not really a sneakerhead, so I don't know what these are. Purple Lobsters, the Freddy Cougars. Alright, just mad expensive shoes. We got I don't see any other shoes.
So yeah, I used to ask them, "Can I have it?" Because they weren't doing it. So I collected stuff from there, and then from there, the passion of just like finding things that can inspire you to get to the next level.
Harris Manser.
Where do cars fit into your passion points of collecting?
I mean, it's always been a passion, even from seeing like European like rally racing, even from F1.
That's Travis's
You
car?
kind of see these overpowered and over like zealous.
The top speed of an F1 car is around 230. What's the point in that
Some
fact, bro? It has nothing to do with
crazy
Travis.
looking type cars that moving at high level speeds, different engines, paint jobs, colors, and it always just inspired me. I love to move fast, so it's just like it started from like little bikes, little mongoose bikes.
Mongoose, yes.
And then when I was able to get a car, it's like started from there. Just got my drive up just to get some drive. You know what I'm saying?
We're sitting in your
You told me they could have used a single Travis Scott song on this interview, bro. Just straight
Lamborghini Urus,
royalty-free
incredible
music.
car. When did you first fall in love with Lambos?
I remember I wanted a Lambo so bad, and I got finessed for like a Huracan. I'll never forget, I paid like 100,000 or something for it. This is when I was younger, so yeah, like I didn't even have the money for it, so it's just like, you try to put some money down on a Lambo or whatever. And then it didn't even end up working out. I bought it from some guy, and after that I was like, fuck this.
You put 100K down on a Lambo? 100K? It's a little crazy, bro. Even if he was young, how do you fall for something like that?
I'm going all dealership from now on from all this other shit. So yeah, like I think with everything, even like the Toyota I had, which I called the hood Toyota MR2, I looked at that car like it was a Lamborghini until I could finally turn it into one. And I don't think it's like a materialistic thing. I don't even think it's because of the price of it. I think just the performance, the style, the drive of it.
How much of an effect does the Jeep Cherokee your mom had? How does that fuel kind of like this passion for collecting?
Well, my mom had this green Jeep Cherokee and her driver door didn't work, so we always had to get in on the passenger seat. And that fueled me every day to make sure that at least we can get in on the driver's seat.
Absolutely.
And my mom has always had a style to her. She's always been able to keep things like at a couture level, even though things are like rough. You know what I'm saying?
Made the best out of it.
But yeah, so it was like kind of why I'm into these Jeeps, how raw and deconstructed they are. Kind of reminds me of that fucked up Jeep I had.
In this studio, the Maybach G650 Lawn Delay. Only 99 made.
I
What
don't
made
even know
you
this
need
car
that
was
car in your collection?
Well, I've always had a passion for these like ultra rare things.
Yes.
Things that always was outside of the box. Even looking at the land a lot. Just the space, the privacy, it kind of just gives you a different experience. The tech might not be as up to date, but it's kind of like it's kind of a good thing. It's kind of like a peacefulness in it.
Another car that's here, I promise I'm not going to talk sneakers, but the Cabriolet.
Yeah.
the Olive Pro Beat Dunks. Is it ever deliberate to match, or is it just the passion of collecting a bunch of things?
I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on, certain things or certain sneakers, certain cars, because it's not really something
He
that
got a
connected to me.
QR
Yeah.
code tattoo on
Whether
his
it's from
neck.
like the SBs, every
Yeah.
SB has a story.
Yes.
Whether it's like the Dooms or something. Like,
Yeah.
you think about it like, I love these albums, the NRDs, I love this.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger, one of the illest
Yes.
movies,
Yes.
Lobsters, which was something I wasn't as fond of as of late, but now I love them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Comes in waves sometimes.
Yeah, and not the sneaker, but the actual food.
Okay.
Bro, are we serious? They brought a whole lobster to the set just for the lobster dunks. Who does that? That's like, how do you glaze a shoe that bad, bro? Like, they don't even glaze humans anymore. They're glazing a whole shoe. You know how expensive lobsters are, bro? Bro, they bought one for the set, bro. What are they gonna do after?
It's like the movie
Cook
Big.
it?
We talked about the stereo system, but like, out of your cars, do you do the car tests with albums? And do you like listening to, and what is that process like?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every album I've ever made, it's not one album that I haven't put out that I haven't car tested. I might start from my phone test to the car test. I don't even know if you looked at my dog, but I was like going back and forth from a car,
Yeah.
like listening to the album. I think it was Asheroll at the time. But each car has like a different type of take on sound, and things like hit different. But then also too is like, not everyone is in like maybe an ultra expensive car, so also listening to and in a car that I might drive on an every day-to-day basis, or my mom might drive on an every day-to-day basis, because that's like natural consumption.
Totally. For your 28th birthday, you bought yourself a Bugatti Chiron. Only 30 of those exist. Are you sentimental? Do
Are
you
we
tie them
serious
to life
right now?
events ever?
Yeah, it's crazy because RP Pop, we were working on.
Bugatti video, right?
I always loved the car,
You gonna buy me one of those on my birthday, Carlos?
We was doing that song, and Pop's like, "Yeah, man, we gotta bring the Gottis out, man." Like, I forgot who was helping us put the video together. It's like, "Yeah, man, I know somebody that can bring some Gottis out for us." And I'm thinking like,
Sure, but
to bring them out for us. I'm like,
I'm gonna
nah,
hold you
fuck
on that too.
It's like, nah, I'm gonna just go.
You got
get
Tom
this.
28.
I remember I pulled up. We was at the shoot, me and Pops right around. He's like, "Man," he's like, "Damn, bro, this shit like smell like brand new." I was like, "Yeah, bro, I just got it like a couple like week ago." He's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bro, to be honest, you one of the illest rappers. Like, I feel like you changing like the whole sound in New York. I don't even know if you know right now, but like just from the sound of the
If you are
beats, the
dropped like
way you
1,000.
put together, it's like this is gonna create allegiance of just like
Yes.
artists and the sound and creatives. So man, you're gonna have a million of these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the music just went to the highest level,
Oh,
You like
I just-
to drive these cars.
Oh yeah,
You like cars that are driven.
yeah. I don't believe in people that buy these cars and just sit them in the garage. And then
Facts,
don't pull 'em
bro.
out.
Yeah.
They have like 0 miles on them.
Like,
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is that for?
yeah.
I respect all collectors and how they treat their things, but man, y'all gotta put them cars on the road. I know Jay Leno got mad V's, and I'm pretty sure he puts them on the road.
Well, I know your time is limited. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Did I just read that right?
Pretty sure he puts them on the road.
340 vehicles, bro. I own one. I could barely get it started this morning, bro. Are we serious? Who's Jay Leno again? Are we serious right now? Probably owns like 6,000 Volvos. End the
Well,
video.
I know your time is limited. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
For sure.
The first Travis like beat they put in the song, even though it's not Travis. Bro, don't ever show that lobster again, dude. Alright. Well, I mean, that was Travis just flexing on us for 8 minutes straight. Not much to say. I guess I gotta get richer, bro.